Hello ladies and gents, we've got some Star Wars news for you all today. This is all about the Ahsoka series. Rosario Dawson, the Ahsoka series. We've got a new casting update. Ray Stevenson is now joining the cast. Interesting report over on Deadline. Let's take a look at it, ladies and gents. So, Vikings alum Ray Stevenson has joined the cast of Star Wars Ahsoka Disney Plus' upcoming spin-off of The Mandalorian starring Rosario Dawson. Sources have confirmed exclusively to Deadline. Sort of. I say sort of as in the exclusive part. Details on Stevenson's character are being kept under wraps. Okay. Dawson stars as Ahsoka Tano after making the Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and Rebels characters' live-action debut in The Mandalorian. So Star Wars Ahsoka, written by Dave Filoni and executive produced by Filoni and Favreau, will continue Ahsoka's story, presumably where we left her in Boba Fett. So the limited series also stars Natasha Leo Bordizzo as Sabine Wren from the Star Wars Rebels animated series, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I didn't realise Mary Elizabeth Winstead actually was in that. That's interesting. Good. I like Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Good casting. Although we don't know what she's supposed to be, but never mind. Hayden Christensen is also expected to reprise his role as Anakin Skywalker, which will be interesting. Stevenson most recently played the role of Othir in History Channel's Vikings, and he also is no stranger to the Star Wars universe, having voiced the Gar Saxon character in Star Wars Rebels and the Clone Wars. Stevenson is repped by Gersh, an independent talent group. So could he be playing his character of Gar Saxon? I mean, looking at him, yeah, I guess. Like physically, he could play that physically in person. Like, looks, I don't know, similar-ish, but apparently, well, not unless they're playing it sort of retroactively in flashbacks, maybe, because, he's dead, right? So, I don't know. That's an interesting one. Who else could he play, do you guys think? One of the major ones is obviously people think Thrawn, not necessarily for this character, but just, for this actor, sorry, but just for, characters going to appear anyway. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. It's not terrible news, because he's fine. Like, as an actor, he's fine. Good actor, right? Rosario Dawson, fine, good actor. Whether you like her as Ahsoka or not, it's kind of besides the point, really. In terms of just acting caliber, not bad. Not bad. Who could this individual be playing? Gar Saxon. I doubt he's going to turn up again. I'm racking my brains here. I am racking my brains. Because Gar Saxon, maybe they are going to... Let's have a think about this, right? We had some... So let's have a consideration. Let's have a talk. The Mandalorian was a standalone series that just did its own thing with a new character. Now, it relied on people knowing little bits of pieces of information about the sequel trilogy. A little bit here and there as the series went on, especially. Now, they didn't need to do much exposition, much discussing about characters' backstory or anything like that. They just didn't need to. Because it was a standalone character, brand new. Now, the next, the next series to come out, which was, of course, the Book of Boba Fett. And in the Book of Boba Fett, they needed to build some backstory because they were establishing essentially a new character. Now, this is all important because it's the same people behind Ahsoka than it is the Book of Boba Fett. So the Book of Boba Fett did include an awful lot of flashbacks. An awful lot of exposition and discussion. But it also included, some good fan service, right? Like, Cad Bane turning up and things. Like, some genuine good fan service. Whether people like it or not, subjective. But the same people are now going to be behind Ahsoka Tano as a series. Could we be seeing some flashbacks with Gar Saxon? I don't know. But then who else could he play? Like I'm looking at him now. He's no spring chicken, right? He's no super, sprightly fellow. So who else could this chap play? There's the potential he could play Thrawn. There is the potential. He'd have to do a different voice, I guess. Thrawn's already been mentioned. Maybe. The reason why I find this to be difficult to justify that it's not going to be Gar Saxon is, well, I'm torn between two things. Gar Saxon is dead, obviously. So unless it's flashbacks, it doesn't really make any sense. But why would it be such heavy flashbacks and then be revealed? We didn't have anything about the Book of Boba Fett revealed from the flashbacks. They weren't going like, oh, this character turns up. They just didn't. Or this actor's playing this in a flashback. They just didn't. But they've been pretty true to getting the voice actors to come back to play their characters, right? Like they have. So it's an interesting one. What do you guys think? What do you think? Again, age matters. The age of this chap matters in terms of who he can play. I look at the headshot here, and he could undoubtedly play the character of Gar Saxon. Like, if you look at pictures of Gar Saxon, he could play Gar Saxon. Like, he'd need an undershave, his hair to be bleached a little bit, and just, pinned back, and that's it. Yeah, Gar Saxon, no worries. Could he play Thrawn? Again, looking at him, maybe he could play Thrawn. It wouldn't be a dead fit for Thrawn, but wouldn't be terrible either. But how could he be Gar Saxon? Bit of a discussion piece video, I guess, with the news. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Gar Saxon or Thrawn? Or someone else? And if it's someone else, let me know down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe, ladies and gents, to stay up to date on the world of pop culture movie news. And little tidbits of information such as this, I guess. Love to hear any and all of your thoughts, so drop them down below. Ladies and gents, do follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Reviews. I'm a little bit behind on content today because I was painting my new house. Absolute nightmare. If you've ever moved, you know exactly what I mean. It's a joke. So thank you for bearing with me. Anyway, I hope you have a great Saturday. Take care.